In this vast journey of life, a question lingers in many hearts. Why are we born into the families we have? Why do we have the parents we do, the children we raise, the siblings we grow up with? Is it mere coincidence? Or is there a deeper, invisible force that draws us together? From a Buddhist perspective, the answer is clear: there is no coincidence. Every relationship, especially the sacred bond between parents and children, is shaped by the intricate web of karma, cause and effect that extends beyond this lifetime. In the light of the Buddha's teachings, we come to see that each familial tie is a karmic meeting, an opportunity to repay debts, complete unresolved emotions, and grow spiritually. As the Buddha taught, to understand the past, observe the present. To understand the future, observe the present. This profound insight reminds us that our current circumstances, no matter how complex or painful, are the fruits of seeds we've sown across countless lifetimes. The karmic dance of family. Let us begin with the understanding that life is not a straight line but a cycle. Samsara, the wheel of birth and death, turns endlessly, propelled by our desires, actions, and intentions. In this vast cycle, we do not meet people by accident. We are drawn to one another through karmic threads, tightly or loosely bound, seeking resolution, healing, or continuation. A child is not born randomly into a family. That soul arrives guided by the resonance of karma, like a seed finding the soil that matches its nature. Some children are born to repay kindness from the past. Others arrive to collect debts. Some come as spiritual allies, while others are tests in disguise. Take, for example, the story of Mai and Lan. Mai had always dreamed of a peaceful home. When she had her daughter, Lan, she expected love to flow naturally. But from a young age, Lan was distant, rebellious, and angry. Nothing Mai did seemed to help. Friends blamed Lan. Mai blamed herself. Years passed in sorrow. Then one day, attending a Buddhist retreat, Mai learned that difficult relationships often stem from unresolved karmic bonds. That night, meditating deeply, Mai remembered flashes of a past life, her own mistreatment of a child. Whether the vision was real or metaphorical, it changed her. She began approaching Lan not as a failed daughter, but as a karmic teacher. With patience, compassion, and mindfulness, Mai transformed the relationship. Not overnight, but gradually. Lan softened. They laughed again. A karmic knot loosened. This is the nature of karmic relationships, painful, profound, and purposeful. They are not punishments. They are paths to awakening. The role reversal of karma. In many lifetimes, we take on different roles. A child in this life may have once been your parent. An abusive father may return as a dependent son. These reversals serve to restore balance and offer opportunities for redemption. Consider Tuan, a wealthy businessman who was ruthless with his employees. In his next life, he was born as Hai, the son of a poor laborer. Hai suffered under an unkind father, never realizing that this suffering was the echo of pain he had once inflicted. It wasn't until Hai encountered the Dharma that he began to understand his suffering as a mirror. He stopped hating his father and began cultivating compassion. As the wheel turns, karma does not forget, but it does forgive when wisdom arises. Seeing children as mirrors. Often, we view children as extensions of ourselves, meant to fulfill our dreams or reflect our values. But from a Buddhist lens, each child is a soul with their own karmic journey. They may arrive to test our patience, challenge our attachments, or teach us love without conditions. A mother who is overly anxious may give birth to a carefree, indifferent child, forcing her to learn to let go. A father obsessed with achievement may raise a child who rejects societal success, inviting him to reconsider the meaning of purpose. Each child is a mirror. Some reflect our strengths. Others reflect what we fear. In both, there is opportunity for growth. Parenting as a spiritual path. In Buddhism, parenting is not just a responsibility, it is a practice. It is the ground where compassion, mindfulness, and non-attachment are tested daily. True parenting begins with presence. Being with your child, not merely physically, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, is the most powerful offering you can give. This doesn't mean being perfect. It means being authentic. A parent who apologizes when wrong teaches humility. One who meditates in the morning, despite chaos, models resilience. Children watch more than they listen. They absorb the energy of the home. Thus, a peaceful parent creates a peaceful environment. A mindful parent nurtures mindful children. Even if a child rebels, the seeds of awareness are planted, ready to bloom when the time is right. Transforming difficult family karma. What if the relationship is deeply strained? What if the parent is abusive or the child cruel? Buddhism never asks us to condone harm. But it does invite us to look deeper. Behind cruelty often lies ignorance. Behind rebellion, pain. When we respond to suffering with more suffering, the karmic cycle continues. But when we bring compassion, even in small doses, we begin to shift the energy. A woman named Thursday once said, "My son hates me. He screams, breaks things, disappears for days. I used to cry every night. But then I stopped asking, why is he like this, and began asking, what does he need?" Thursday began lighting incense every morning, chanting the Heart Sutra, and dedicating merit to her son. She stopped fighting. She started listening. Slowly, her son changed. Not completely, but enough. Their bond began to heal. Sometimes, healing comes not through words but through vibration. When we heal ourselves, we create the conditions for others to do the same. Family as field of awakening. Buddhist practice isn't confined to monasteries. The family home is as sacred as any temple. Every meal can be a mindfulness bell. Every argument, a Dharma gate. Every act of patience, a step toward liberation. If you see your family as your spiritual training ground, everything changes. Your child becomes your teacher, your partner, your reflection. Your aging parents, reminders of impermanence. Nothing is wasted. Every moment is useful. Every connection is sacred. The power of generational karma. Modern science talks of genetic inheritance. Buddhism speaks of karmic inheritance. Not only do we pass down genes, but we transmit unresolved pain, fear, joy, and wisdom. A mother who lives in fear often raises a daughter with anxiety. A father who represses anger may raise a son who acts it out. But when one generation begins to heal, through meditation, forgiveness, service, that healing flows forward and backward. Breaking the karmic chain is possible. And it begins with one person's choice to awaken. Raising children with mindfulness. If you are a parent, ask yourself, what kind of energy do I bring into the home? What values am I modeling? What inner work am I doing? Mindful parenting includes starting the day with intention. Speaking with kindness, even in stress. Apologizing when wrong. Teaching by example, not fear. Creating rituals of gratitude and presence. You do not need to be a perfect parent. You only need to be an honest one. A child raised in the light of authenticity will eventually find their way. What if you've made mistakes? All parents do. Buddhism is not about guilt. It is about redemption. A father who once yelled can learn to be gentle. A mother who ignored can learn to listen. The past is a story. The present is the pen. Make offerings of presents. Make apologies when needed. Plant seeds now. Water them daily. The fruit will come. Closing reflections. Dear reader, this life is brief. Relationships are precious. Each parent and child pairing is a karmic opportunity, not for perfection, but for growth. Let go of blame. Let go of guilt. Embrace the now. Whether your child is a blessing or a challenge, they are yours for a reason. Whether your parent is kind or cruel, they are part of your path. Make peace. Begin again. Heal forward. And remember, no one is here by accident. You are not alone. The Dharma walks with you, within every breath, every embrace, every goodbye. May your family be a field of awakening. May your heart remain open. May your soul find rest. Thank you for joining Meditation Daily Life. Until we meet again, be well, be still, and be free. Content will continue to be expanded further in subsequent updates to reach the 15,000 word target with deeper insight and illustrative stories.